used to be in love, and now you got your head on another cloud. Girl, we had a good thing, and now you turned around. Don't you even care how this love we had turns out? Never, never. Tell me, yeah. We can work it out. Make it all brand new. And if we stay together, there's nothing we can do. Prove you love me, what I'm seeing. Let's do it, baby. Don't fight the feeling. Won't you love me? Can we stay together like when we used to be in love? And now you got your head on another cloud. Girl, we had a good thing, and now you turn around. Don't you even care how this love we had turns out? Promise me. And let me ask you about the show that you're about to perform at in next month. Is
at Bushkill.
At Bushkill?
At Bushkills, PA, the Pocono.
And I understand that you're going to be doing renditions of Luther Vandross songs.
Oh yeah.
And how do you feel about Luther?
How do I feel about Luther? I feel he's one of the greatest male vocalists that ever lived.
I'd like you to introduce yourself, please.
How you doing? My name is Monet. I go by Sugar. I'm from Texas. 24, and I'm one of the background singers.
And you are going to be performing with Eric Rich in class at the Bushkill in Pennsylvania, doing Luther Vandross.
Yes, I'm one of the background singers, and be all singing and sparkly and all that good jazz.
And are you a fan of Luther? Have you been a fan of Luther for many years?
Yes, I'm probably younger than everybody else, but I've always liked Luther Vandross. My mom played him, my grandmother played him, so I'm real familiar with his work and all this stuff. Big fan.
That's a big fan of Luther. Okay. And is there any particular songs that you know that Luther has played that you've you know kind of pinpoint as something that's you know part of your song repertoire?
I personally like Superstar.
Okay.
know about the Luther Show? What do you think you want?
I'd like to know that how you came about to
How I came about doing this whole thing?
doing this whole thing, doing this the Luther Show.
It was actually, I woke up and I just figured that I wanted something bigger than myself. I came out with 2 EPs, or 3 EPs rather, and it's okay doing something for yourself, but I wanted to think past myself and say, well, what does the music industry, or what do people really want to hear? What do they need? And looking out there and looking at my niche audience, I found that they were really thirsting for something that was tangible, a brand that they missed, a brand that was tangible. And Luther passed away. So I went out and started singing a few Luther tunes, and the reaction that I got was so profound that I figured, well, why don't I just do a Luther show?
Because you could have chose any number of artists to premiere at your show. I mean, I could name, obviously you chose Luther, but there's Teddy. There's Teddy.
Yeah, I do Teddy, I do Marvin. I've been doing it all the time. I do Marvin, I do the Commodore, I do a gambit of artists. But for some reason, Luther, he still has a mysterious air to him. We lost him, and I noticed that people miss him. Just a few nights ago, I was at a club, and I was singing Luther tunes, and the lady came up to me and she was crying. She was actually weeping, saying, I could listen to you all night sing Luther. And, me and my wife were looking at each other like, what is this all about? What does this all mean? And I said, this has got nothing to do with me. This has to do with Luther Vandross and the way people miss him and miss his voice and miss what he talked about, because Luther didn't sell sex. He didn't sell that sex appeal. He came from an emotional level, and that emotional level got inside you. So we decided to go back to Big Luther, and we decided to not deal in his commercial hits, but more or less his more emotional recordings from his first to his first 5 albums. So you're looking at the show. We picked 11 tunes from Never Too Much, Busybody, I believe is The Night I Fell in Love.
That was a hard choice for you, I would think, to single out each individual tune that you're going to choose to play.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, I still get goosebumps from the earlier Luther stuff. I mean, once he did Stop to Love, for me, it became very commercial, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, when he was hurting and his pain, and all that rolled up into those first 5 albums for me. So I decided to deal in those first 5 albums. So we got 11 tunes in this show. Great tunes that I know everyone will know. Every Luther fan that listened to the albums as well as the shows will definitely know. I'm going to try to do my best to get Luther's spirit inside me and give it to the folks.
And I'm sure that when the folks hear the music, there's probably going to be quite a bit of audience participation.
Oh, well, of course, that's my thing as well as Luther's thing. Yeah, plenty of audience participation. We want to try to recreate it as much as possible. I got great background singers. I got a great band, and we want to have this show travel around and just let people enjoy it, let people know that Luther is still alive and his music is still alive.
Okay, and can you give us the date and the location again, please?
The dates are coming in. We have the 11th in Lincoln Park. We have the 19th in Maplewood, New Jersey, and we have our big show, of course, with all the trimmings in Bushkill, PA, on November 7th. Then for Valentine's Day, we're back in Maplewood, and of course, we want to tribute him on his birthday, April 21st. So this is an ongoing thing, but I got calls coming in for it to come to Atlanta. I got calls coming in for it to come to Chicago. So we're trying to get ready for those calls right now. Like I said, it's getting a snowball effect. The demand, people are coming out just to see if we can do it. People are coming out because they know we can do it. So it's connecting, for all the right reasons. So I'm excited about it, and everybody I talk to is excited about it. So, and I'm ready for it.
That's fantastic.
I love Luther.
Fantastic.
Forever, for always, for Luther.
Thank you.
All right.